Hey everyone, this is Nic LaRue from FilmSnobbery, and I am here at the Oxford Film Festival at Oxford, Mississippi. We're actually in the Malco here in Oxford, and today I'm here with
Christopher Windfield.
Right, and
Stanley Wesley.
And what film are you guys here with today?
Respect Our Black Dollars.
And why don't you give us a little bit, it's a documentary.
Yes.
Let's give us a little bit of a hint on what this movie is about.
Okay, basically, Respect Our Black Dollars, the main character is Stanley Wesley, and basically we go around documenting the organization Respect Our Black Dollars, which is an activist organization in Jackson that goes around protesting businesses that mistreat minorities and businesses that sell illegal paraphernalia in the neighborhood. So, along with other things that they protest and do. So, Stanley, he can kind of speak more upon it too.
Yeah, Stanley, how'd you get involved with the project?
Oh, well, we started about 11 years ago. We noticed a pattern of disrespect that was going on inside the black community. So me and several others got together and said, we're going to have to do something to curb this. So, as you know, in the black community, you notice a lot of these convenience stores, they sell things that's not in the best interest of the community. Like those drug paraphernalia pipes. I don't know if you can go into a lot of these stores in the black community, you'll see them selling them. So, however, me and my organization, we protest these stores. And we got an ordinance inside the city of Jackson where these stores are prohibited to sell this, but however, they're still doing it. So the fight continues.
What about this story, of every story out there was like, this is the one I've got to make a movie about?
Yeah, the reason why I felt like this was the one was because I felt like this was a lot of protests and fighting that goes on in the community that was undocumented and was untold. And they've been doing this for years, and they've been in the news, and a lot of things been happening. Nobody's just really documented it. So I felt like that it deserved a better voice, a better visual storytelling than just the local, news stations. So try to get it outside and get people to see it.
So as your organization and movement has started to gain momentum, what have been some of the ramifications of that? I mean, once you start getting attention comes at you, both positive and negative. So, has the community been very supportive of you, and has, anything else come out of it?
Mixed feelings. As in the documentary, you'll see that my house was spray painted, with the letters KKK on it, and also set afire.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you find that any of the obstacles, especially on the hate side, that you face is indicative at all of just kind of the times we live in, or is it the ignorance of the people that don't understand what you're trying to accomplish, willfully or otherwise, like they don't want to understand, or is it, what do you think it is that makes people, when you're trying to predominantly do something good, not understand and actively actually hate what you do?
A lot of people don't like change. I think they fear the idea that we're going against the status quo and try to bring about change in the community.
What are some of the surprising things that you saw as you were following around that you were like, okay, I didn't sign up for this stuff, but right. but some things was happening, and you have to kind of follow. Yeah, you have to follow the narrative, so to speak.
Right, and some things, and I don't want to give too much of the movie away.
Right,
but it was some things that came on in the end with the twist, like I was saying, like like some of the things that was happening to Stanley, we found out who the real person was, and
the perpetrator,
and it actually wasn't who we thought it was. So that's actually, documented in the film. I don't want to give too much away because then you see it. But basically some things that just follow and you be like, wow. So it's not how we thought it was. Although there is a lot of hate and everything, but we realize there's hate from both sides. There's it's not just from Caucasians. There's hate from African Americans. There's hate from different races that we documented. We was like, wow. So,
how about yourself? I mean, obviously, your journey as far as your organization is, documented there pretty widely. But how about yourself as a filmmaker? I mean, is this your first film you worked on? Have you been doing this for a while?
This is actually my second documentary. My first documentary I had going on. It's called 30th of May. Won a couple awards too. So this is my second documentary, but my first documentary that I really filmed within the community. Within Jackson, Mississippi, as to say. So,
do you look at doing a documentary on something like in Mississippi on such a micro level, on a town, a community level.
Exactly.
Do you hope that kind of spreads to more national level
Yes.
to bring awareness? Because this is probably the things that are happening to you, Stanley, are probably not, in your organization, are probably not only happening here. They're probably happening in other places.
Exactly. Because the organization Respect Our Black Dollars, we've learned there are also numerous other organizations just like Respect Our Black Dollars with different names but in different cities.
Right.
And they also go through, some of the things. I don't know if they went through exactly what Stanley went through, but they actually go through, trials and tribulations also.
Sure.
So basically, I just felt like that this was a good story to tell within the community, and I felt like it was actually a good voice to kind of let everybody know what's the real protest and the real movement of people trying to, fight politically on the streets of Jackson.
Yeah. How do you, who do you kind of do? I mean, everyone has their own style, especially documentary filmmaking.
Exactly.
I mean, Ken Burns has his thing.
Yes, I love Ken Burns.
Moore's got his thing. And is there any one particular style that you gravitate to? That,
yes, because I'm an artist. I've been an artist for years. I've been tattooing for 15 years. I also am a teacher. I teach art. So my production company is called Drawn Up Film. So I incorporate art into my films. As you'll see this film, the documentary, when you see instances where Stanley's telling his story, I have brief little animated clips that's kind of visually going along with the story that he's telling. So it's not just, you're just looking at him sitting there and he's talking the story. You actually see these kind of pictures and this artwork that I've designed that's going across the page or going across the screen that's kind of, leading the viewers on, or something that they can see that's going along with what he's saying. So that's why production company Drawn Up Films, because I put a lot of my drawings into my films, or my artwork into my films.
How far along into your festival run with this are you? Is this a premiere for you, or is this?
Yeah, this is a premiere for me. This is the first time it's premiered in Mississippi. We've had premiere in Houston. Was it Houston or Austin? It was Texas, Austin, Texas.
Austin.
Yeah, and but this is the first time it's premiering in Mississippi.
I was going to ask, do you find that different audiences in different regions of the country will, or I can even say, can you speculate that they'll respond differently to it?
Yes. I know they'll respond differently because we get some comments, stuff that's going on through Facebook on the film page. But honestly, I just want people to kind of don't really take the film at face value, because a lot of people they'll think of the title and they'll say Respect My Black Dollars or Respect That, and they don't know that that's just the name of the activist organization Respect Our Black Dollars. So kind of people who look at the film, they might feel some type of way, or feel, just Respect My Black Dollars, but I don't want them to feel like that. I want them to see the film in its entirety and realize that the title is just the title of the organization.
Right.
Yeah. So
and that being said, Respect Our Black Dollars. Have you found that doing this process of a documentary has had a positive impact on the way people perceive what you're trying to do, because now there's a little more, I guess, transparency to it? Like, they can kind of see, okay, that's what they're trying to do. Like, I thought they were just trying to tell me how to live, not what you're actually trying to do. Is just like, no, we're just trying to make sure our community is set. It's not.
Most definitely. The organization is growing. When we say Respect Our Black Dollars, we are really talking to our people when we say Respect Our Black Dollars. We're telling them, do not go in places and spend your money where you're not treated fairly, or you're treated poorly. Do not go spend your money in there. So that's what we're talking about when we say Respect Our Black Dollars.
Well, and that goes back to what people say too about vote with your dollar. It's just like I think that a lot of people don't have. They don't give enough credence to where their money might be going, and the things that it might be funding, and they vote along other party lines, let's say, versus their wallet, which ultimately is what their decision affects. It affects their wallet because it'll affect their community. It'll affect the things that are surrounding that. The way their kids it's a whole thing. So, where are you guys heading after this? Do you have another festival lined up after this?
Well, I have some festivals. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we have a screening at Tougaloo, February 20th. That's Tougaloo College, which is also being accompanied by Art Showcase, which is some of my artwork will be showcased on there, while you actually can see the film, and they have a workshop with freedom fighters or freedom riders. I think there's only a couple left now. So the last remaining freedom riders will be there. Some of them, the ones that's left, and just talking and having the Q&A sessions about modern day protesting and activism within the society.
Do you find that a lot of activism these days needs to start at the community level, as opposed to, we see a lot of, on the political side, people saying like, we all need to, as a nation, do X, Y, Z.
Exactly.
Do you really think that the change needs to start at the family and community level?
Yeah, I think so, because you know, a lot of times we live in a society where we have a lot of social justice warriors or people on Facebook, social media. So I feel like, which is good too, but I feel like the real protesting, you know, starts in the community.
Yeah.
And you know, footwork. You know, being able to put your foot on the ground and being in the community and actually see the effects and the change that it's taking on the community. Yeah. So I think, yeah, it definitely starts in the community with the people. Yeah.
Well, Stanley, first of all, I want to say thank you for what you're doing. I mean, it's noble work you're pursuing, and thank you, sir, for documenting that.
Thank you for interviewing us.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Where can we find more information online about the movie?
Oh, well, you can go to, I have a website, Drawn Up Films, which is Drawn Up Films is the name of my company. Then we have they have a social media page, Respect Our Black Dollars on Facebook. You know, we have Respect Our Black Dollars documentary on Facebook also, so you can see stuff with the film. That's it. You can check out some of my artwork at cwindfield.com, you know, and that's it. But as far as the film, it's on drawnupfilms.com. We got social media. You can just Google Respect Our Black Dollars, either on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for sitting down with us briefly, and enjoy the rest of the Oxford Film Festival.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.